It's Sunday. It's 8 o'clock. So yes, once again, it is stream time. Hi folks, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. And we're on episode 3 of our Hardcore Nomadic challenge. At the end of last episode, we got our Stygian Fighter 2 from Flotsam. But let's see who's here today. And first this week is Bulwark. Congratulations, Bulwark. Ian Ogg was second and Robert Mannix was third. Congratulations all. Ian's saying, I'm really looking forward to this one because I wasn't around last week due to attending a rock gig, so I have to watch it the day after. Ooh, who was you going to see, Ian, last week? Rex Havoc popped by just to see how many people are here already. Ian says the answer to that is not amazing as long as we've been here. Rex says, I believe that to have checked on other occasions very early but never said anything. This is all people joining in early on to get the comments in before the stream actually starts. Okay, Bandy B, good evening. How are you? Zarmal, good evening. Racco Rob 1, good to see you. Good, doing laundry while waiting. Lovely. Real life, eh? 6 Badges, bonsoir, my friend. Jean Bet, good to see you. Zeros, good evening. Shriff, good evening. Confused Barbarian, hello Troy, howdy. Possum 20, oh no, not 2008. Hello to you. Beck the Tinkerbot, hello. John Lehman, hello. Dragon's Bane, grabs the popcorn, nice one. Gromdal Granite Hand, good to see you. Hobo Gamer, hello sir. Good day to you. Yaka Rob says, I have a a caramel apple donut for a snack. Sounds fine. Sounds amazing. Kathy Ann Mannix, good to see you. How are you? It just did its jumping thing. There we go. Let's see. Game Labs, good evening. Soren Hansen, good evening. Hobo survived the Mounds of the Dead on barbaric difficulty for the first time. No deaths. So that was in Hobo's Conan stream last night, where he was up in the Mounds of the Dead for the first time. Kathy Ann says, I've just polished off some spice glaze how do you pronounce that? Lebkuchen rounds with dark chocolate. Got to love German treats. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look that up. But it's got dark chocolate. I'm all in. Like the Tinkerbot says, Nomads rule. Let's see. What else do we have? Bobo says, I'm drinking. I guess that means he's drinking, and it means he's had too much to drink and can't type already. Fair enough. Campfire Clowns, here's Max and the Campfire Clowns in their stream last night. I think I've watched most of it. I've certainly watched for the past where they have completed the Tech Cave and the Overseer boss and have ascended from the island. So congratulations to all the Campfire Clowns that were involved in that last night. Very well done. Congratulations. Something I have never done at all in my life, but very impressive. Very impressive. Well done. Hobo's come back to say he's drinking Coke, but no snacks. Eldani 902 says, hi, I've finally got a PS5. Solves my Conan problems. Well, it might solve some of your Conan problems, but there will always be Conan problems. But nice one. It says, happy Halloween season, everyone. Oh, are we doing that? Are we Halloween already, are we? Because we're into October now. Corbin86, good afternoon to you, sir. Kenneth Brenner, hello to you. Ian Ogg says, I was at the Cart and Horses, home of Iron Maiden, and saw a triple bill of Lord Vulture, Sacrilege, and Rehab Stallion. An awesome day stroke night out. Nice one. Glad you enjoyed it, Ian. The answer is correct, Anger. I will not apologise to introducing them to you. You mainly get them in Lidl. Okay? Definitely something we'll have to investigate. Campfire clowns, not all yet ascended. We lost 2 clowns on the way, so I have to redo it in a certain way. Bullwork says maybe we can ascend together, Anger. Possibly. It's just finding time that I'm available when everybody's on. Unfortunately, Saturday nights are not a really good night for me at all. Couldn't have done it without the Thundercats. Good old Thundercats. Game lads, pouring the rain in game reminds me of the UK right now. So we haven't had rain, but I'm hoping everyone especially in the UK, has survived the storm. As some of you may have seen, I've posted in Discord on Friday night. I'd just come home from work and there was a loud crash in the kitchen. I thought somebody had knocked all the dishes over. Went into the kitchen to find the tree in the back garden had been blown over and it had just hit the window, but just the thin branches, luckily just the thin branches had hit the window, so it didn't smash the window. But I've got a large tree currently in my back garden leaning up against my wall in my window, so we're waiting for somebody to come and chop it up into bits and take it away. But yeah, that was a bit of a scary, because we've had a bit of a storm in the UK. Started mainly on Friday night. It's certainly starting to calm down. Right, back to the game. Oh, punched the guy. Right, so since last week, I went swimming. I went down here to the different, you can just see them, just as I zoom in, you can see the little boat symbols here, here and here. And here, there is 1 chest under the water. Here, there are 3 chests. And here there is 1 chest, and down here there's another 1 chest. And if I went to the 6 of those chests, I got a whole bunch of coins. I got just over 100 gold per run. And then I would go back up to Flotsam and I would buy a fighter, only to get a level 2. And then I'd go do another run, go and buy a fighter, got a level 2. And on the 3rd run, I got a level 3. So we have a slightly better fighter to take with us instead of the level 2. A little bit more extra health, but obviously because he's got better starting health, hopefully that will mean that he will continue to level up better than this guy. So I'm taking my heavy tasset back over him. I'm taking my steel warhammer and I'm going to give it to this guy. I'm going to give him... in fact, I might take that Stygian shield. I'll give him the tasset and the warhammer. I'll give you a sword. I'm going to take my food back. I'll give you some trousers. Give you some food so we can start leveling up your health. Let me see. Stygian shield. 12 damage compared to my 5, so yes, I think I'll definitely take that. And I'll throw the wooden shield away for the moment. I can also throw the Tumakurak away because I'm not going to actually level that up. What does it weigh? It weighs 2, so we'll throw that away, yes. Keep that. I'll keep that for special occasions. Okay, right, so we need to do 2 things, and unfortunately they're a bit... we're a bit... Oh, wait a minute, what's happening in chat? Robert Mannix is saying, good evening labs, confused barbarian... Swamp has arrived. So he has. Hello Audio Gaming. Swamp is in the house, good to see you. And Samurai Gaming, hello there. Happy Sundays, hope you good catch the stream tomorrow after work. Okay, no problem. Hobo Gamer says, yay, level 3, yes. We've got a Mark 3 fighter. Audio shows you how anger is the Conan go-to. By hour 4 in Nomad, I'll be on my 4th character due to bad decisions mainly and alcohol. Maybe more alcohol causing the bad decisions, Swamp. But I get what you mean. My throat is dry. How can my throat be dry? Right, take a drink. Also need to eat something too. There we go. Hobo says, I learned the cautious approach to survival games from the master. Yeah, I'm afraid if you're doing Nomad, hardcore Nomad challenges, caution is the way to go. Bad guy, good to see you. How are you? I'm running naked, headbutt things and hope for the best kind of guy. Yeah, so we need to get him more armour, which would either mean, oh he is following, which would either mean heading all the way back to the Noob River and fighting the guys down there to get those armour, or we can go, where is it? Is it down here? Must be, or is it here? No, it's definitely not there, because that's where what Flotsam and that is. It must be down here somewhere is the Pagoda of Boundless Lust. That could be it there. I think that is it there. So we could go there and get the Lemurian armour off of those guys. But to fight those guys, they're a bit tougher than the New River guys, so we really need to get them leveled up a bit. So we'd like to get them levels, but we'd also like to get them armour. So we need to kind of do one. So I think what we'll do is we'll go and we'll head and take on some of the Grey Apes around here, and the Gorillas, and see if we can get them leveled up a little bit. Alright, let me pick up my campfire and take it with me. Right, you stay here. You will live a good life by the river. I think we can get through to the Grey Apes this way. How do you say? The ESO scary event should be coming soon. So ESO do a Halloween type event as well, do they? So will Ark. Ark will have its Halloween event coming soon as well. And Game Love says, now if this was Ark, standing in the rain keeps you hydrated. Yeah, that's always something that's a bit annoying about this game. It's like, if it's raining in Ark, your hydration fills up because you can basically open your mouth and get water in it, but that doesn't work in Conan. You have to actually still go to the water and get some. Right, so let's go under here. So we'll get a couple of levels on our dude. Hopefully it should go okay against the Grey Apes and the Gorillas. Of course it's going to be dark. And then, once we've got a couple of levels, we can go and start taking on some Lemurians. I think there's also crocs around here. It's so dark. So dark. There's a croc there. Go and fight them. Troy's saying good luck, they drop light armour for me most of the time. Really? I thought it was more heavy armour that they dropped. Okay. Okay, right, so we'll go up these stairs. There should be some Grey Apes around here. Like that one there. Come on then.
Like the Cobra, Exiles, my bite is death.
He's got a level up. A little bit more health now.
My bite is death.
And I've got a level up. Okay. We've got a point to go. I suppose we should really push it into authority to give him his best chance as possible. Right, let's go looking for some more. See one down there, there's one down there.
Set will grant me cunning. Set will grant me cunning.
Bonk, come on. Come on. There you go. Okay. Kushite Fighter 3. What weapon is that? Is that a steel hammer? It is a steel warhammer. I did the Sunken City today. Such a beautiful dungeon. It is indeed.
Set will glory in your death. Set will grant me cunning. The snake strikes, so do I.
Oh, another level. These are such good XP, these guys. Great way of leveling people up. David Zito, good to see you. How are you? So I'm hoping that basically this episode should be just leveling them up and hopefully getting some gear.
Like the cobra, exile. My bite is death.
1,209. Of course, one of the problems is we won't be able to re-roll these perks because we won't be able to make elixirs of grace. No, elixir of rebirth, sorry. I have gained a level again. That's good. Let's give him another point authority. Do even more damage. How are you getting on? Should we be chopping these people up for food? What kind of meat do you give? Savoury flesh, that's what we need. Perfect. Because you'll probably be burning through food. You're down to 29 already. Let's go get some more. Beck saying, I got a bartender, a craze from the summoning place, along with a tier 4 cook. Nice one. Rawr. Labs saying, hey chat, let's make like the Mark III and smash the like button. But gently. Thank you, Labs. Go. Right, how much meat did I get? 46. Let me get a little bit more. Okay. Oh, of course, this is... We're out on one of the arms. So the ship that's got the 3 chests is just down there. That's it sticking out of the water. It's actually the shallowest part of all the chests. A lot of the chests, you've just got enough time to go down, get the chest and come back up again. But there are 3 chests down here. There is one. There is another one. And then there's a third one. I think it's around the other side. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yeah. You can get all 3 chests and get back up before you drown. There's Lou Fay. Ian has already headbutted the like button. Thank you, sir. Don't think you get great XP. You used to get really good XP from gathering money. I think that's one of the reasons that they stopped the... Oh, it's Luffy making a noise. That's why they stopped being able to harvest items with like sickles and stuff, because people could harvest the mushrooms and get loads of mushrooms, and therefore get lots of XP. Apparently. So none of the grey apes spawn in this bit. They spawn over here though, because of the Luffy thing. Incoming. Right. Keep on then.
Set will glory in your death.
Then you go. As you can't find, that's my whole issue with the ESO. Granted, they can't port characters. Oh, wait a minute, I missed something. So Kaffir Clan says, I'll do the ESO Witches event starts October the 23rd this year. It should last for 12 days. Okay. And then Audu says, that's the whole issue with my ESO. Granted, they can't port characters and gear, but for God's sake, the money and time I pumped into it on Xbox, at least give me what I paid for. They recognise. Audu says, I have 2 accounts with them. And Dragonsbane used his claymore to gently tap the like button. Thank you. John Bett said, what is Hardcore Nomad on this? So, hardcore means you have 1 life. If you die, game over. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to complete the exiled lands. We're trying to get all the artifacts, make the keystone, remove our bracelet and escape the exiled lands. But with 1 life, which is the hardcore part, and the nomadic part is we can't build anything. We can't build any bases or benches. We can only craft what we can craft in our inventory. Everything else we have to pick up off of mobs that we kill, or out of chests and stuff like that. We can't build a base. We can't have the armour or benches. We can't have wheels of friendship to tame our own thralls. We have to be fully nomadic. But so that's the nomadic part. The hardcore part is the fact that we've only got 1 life. We're trying to complete the game with 1 life, but without being able to craft. It's a set of rules that was created by Sesame Street Fighter. I have done it before. There is a playthrough on my channel of me completing it, but at that time it was during the Headhunter events. I think it was actually potentially the first Headhunter event, where you could get the heads of the sorcerers and hand them in. The follower leveled up, 1,267, so his HP doesn't go up an awful lot. Right, let's head more into the Zelha city and get some more creatures. Danny, basically you can't use the construction hammer. Essentially, yes. No bases, no benches, nothing. Oh. Something roared at us. Okay, that's great.
Set will grant me cunning.
There he goes. We don't have any loot on them at all. Whatever Standshorn hits though, I've died loads of times to that. So, basically, you can hide in buildings, such as this building maybe? Does it give you... Oh, I got shelter there somewhere. There. So you can see there, that's got 100% shelter by being under that ledge there. We did... I can't remember if it was the first episode or last episode. I was able to hide like under a little bit of a rock down in Noob River, and we just healed through it with wraps. I think that's the only sandstorm we've come across so far, and I think we got 60% coverage by a bit of rock, and then we healed through it with wraps. Survived the sandstorm that way. You can pick up, like from the Black Hands and stuff like that, you can pick up their tents, and you can carry the tent around with you and use that to drop a tent down and hide under that. But that means you'd have to carry... Alright, here we go, there's a gorilla. Oh, and we've got no stamina. I need some food.
As the snake strikes, so do I!
6,000 XP from a gorilla. This is the... what's it called? Thing of the sun or whatever, is it? Maybe not. This is Zelha Docks. Ah, okay. More gorillas. You can't even craft new weapons. No, you can't. Other than the stone ones. Also, we've found this steel axe in a chest. I think this was in Sepa Maru. We found this one. We've also found some weapon and armour repair kits that we can use on it to repair it once it gets really badly damaged. But we will be looking for replacement. You'll be there all night trying to kill a boss. Well, like I say, we've done it before. We've completed it all. I'm kind of relying on my friend here to do most of the fighting for me. Hobo says, I've disappointed Anger. He started my ARC vids, saw that I set the XP rate to 1.5. No, it wasn't the... oh yeah, the 1.5 XP rate. I imagine him shaking his head and saying, disappointed father voices was... So it wasn't really I was disappointed by it, it's just it was a thing that you just don't need it anymore. The current XP that the game gives you, when ARC first came out, you did have to do a lot of grinding. I seem to remember back in the day grinding making cloth hats. You got an extraordinary amount of XP for making cloth hats for something that was very cheap to make. And I remember making hundreds of cloth hats just to get those first few levels done. And then obviously you can then get a lot of XP from making narcotic, but you just don't have to do that anymore. The basic XP that you get. So it's like I mentioned to you that you were up at like level 60. Or 50 was it? But yeah, you only had like one dino and a basic base. It's like you were way over leveled for what you needed, so it wasn't going to be an issue the amount of XP you had. So yeah, it's just not required anymore. Ah, there you go. So in your defence, you didn't realise how fast single player rates already were. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean it doesn't really make it easier for fighting or anything. I suppose you get more levels, so you get more points to put in your health and whatnot early doors, but it doesn't really make a big difference to the game. It's just like I mentioned to you, it's just not really. Game Labs, as he shared last night, he's starting his own nomadic challenge stream on Tuesday at 7 PM UK time. Hobo says, yeah, I was thinking like it was 2018 again. Bonk. Now you can make spark powder and narcotics if you want good XP at the beginning. Yeah, but I mean, even in the original game, getting to the point where you could make that, that's why you used to make all the hats. Just to get those first few levels in. But yeah, you level up so quickly now in ARC that you just don't need that anymore. Hello! Zell is great for early levels. Apes and Grey Apes. It sure are, Zombie Regan. Welcome, by the way. Odin's Challenge, hello there. Good to see you. Confused Barbarian says Odin's KO Forge. Any relation to Thor's Forge? A gorilla and a Grey Ape. Oh, he's level 5. He's only one. Oh, so he's only getting like 40 HP a level. That's not good. That's not good at all. Right, we're getting 2 gorillas at a time. Yeah, past authority, so they do have irritate. So he is pulling in. He's got the irritate perk, which gives him like a taunt. Grey ape, come on in.
As the snake strikes, so do
And basically the first point of interest is level 40 to bet the Terry, and then 61, so it's yeah, 38 to get the Pterodon saddle, and then 61 to get Trank darts. Well, no, 21 I would say is the first real point, because at level 21 in Arc, that's when you get Trank arrows, and then that's when you can really start knocking dinos out. Then it's 38 to get the Pteranodon saddle, and then 61, because I think 61 gives you both the Argentava saddle and a Trank darts for the rifle. And then after that, game's easy. Is there anything lootable in this area?
like the cobra.
John Bet says, at least you could get some star metal weapons up north, but it's getting there to that levels where you wouldn't die. That is the big thing, yes. So you go up to the Nordheimers and you'll be able to get hardened steel weapons, and then obviously the... Are you coming out? Yep. Then you'll be able to get the star metal after that. Nothing to loot here. Nothing to loot here. How much? What's your food like? Your food is down to 8. Okay. Can I place down? You can. We've only got 4 of that. Get cooking. Heavy coin purse. Got some coins. Don't need the silver dust. Don't need fangs. Don't need gold dust. Don't need silver bars. Don't need claws. Okay. Right. While that's cooking, let's see what chat's saying. Let me see, where are we? Okay, John says, right, so Hobo saying, really digging the two-handed mace, never really used one until recently. Great for staggering groups of NPCs so your follower can attack. Nice. Yakaro 1 says, I just discovered that the obsidian mace does bleed damage. Ooh, really? John Bet says, I like to level thralls on bosses and take the keys for the dungeon bosses. No, I do, says John Bet. Oh, really? Are we out of wood already? We are. Okay, we'll have to pick that up and we'll need to go and get some wood. Here. Of some more meat to eat. Yeah, I mean, fighting bosses is fine. It's just you have to be up, get leveled up to a point where you can actually fight them. Right, there we go. I've got some wood. Should be safe up here. Try that again. Wooded meat in cook. Okay, right, where are we? Yeah, so when we get to the point, we'll be able to take on some world bosses, get some keys, then we could go and do the dregs and see if we can get ourselves some legendary weapons from the end of the dregs. That should be doable. In my last Nomad challenge, because the Headhunter event was on, you could buy legendary weapons from the Catan caravans for obelisk coins. So I think that was the first one. Obviously now they don't sell legendary weapons anymore. They sell hardened steel weapons now, so it's not quite as good. But the Headhunter event isn't on at the moment, so I can't do that on this challenge, or at least can't do it yet. Opal Gamer says the grey one's mace does bleed damage too. It does, but it's not available on this map. But also, I believe it only puts on 1 stack of bleed, and 1 stack of bleed isn't much at all, really. You really want the 20 stacks of bleed that you get from your daggers. My stomach hurts. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Eat up. Oh, we've pulled the gorilla. Go and take out that gorilla. Go on. Go on.
Like the cobra, exile. Fight is death.
Grey ape has spawned, and there's a grey ape over there too, stuck on a rock. Let's see. Of course, you'll have to do the Well of Skelos dungeon first, which, of course, the Well of Skelos dungeon will be the last dungeon that we do. Because I would say that's the hardest dungeon. The hardest dungeon to complete the game. Especially because of those crazy strong humans at the beginning of it. Which are just ridiculous. Beck says, I love starting over and working my way up again. Indeed, it is fantastic. Well, he's got free. He's managed to work out how to get past that rock. Beck says, the Scorpion bosses seem much harder to beat now, even with our higher tier thralls. Although we're leveled up again, 1350 at level 6. Good. Come on, we're almost cooked. GameLab says, yeah, going after an Equus, that is a knockout tame. It's like going after Seth Truncheon. That's a horse, for those who don't know. Going after an Equus, that is a knockout tame, is like going after Seth Truncheon. That's a horse, for those who don't know. What an Equus. So the Equus is not a knockout tame, GameLabs. That's maybe your problem there. You have to tame it by riding it with carrots to feed it. Right. We have everything now, so we can pick that up. Let's give you more meat. Put that down there. Onwards we go. Right, let's see if we can do some more murderizations. Let's see. Thickest dog, good to see you. How are you? Eldani92 says, what's the current event? There must be something going on. I don't think there is. I don't think there is anything right at this moment. It's not really a case where one event finishes, another one starts. It's still, I don't know if it's quite random, but they'll decide when to put an event on. And obviously the Dark Dregs event was the last one, which finished not that long ago. Getting dark again. Getting dark again. Sherry, good to see you. Can I ask about the food given to the thrall? What is best, and in your case, is it possible to get better food? So, come over to me. So if you look at your follower, this is the... What was that? Can't see anything. Right, get that grey ape. Oh, and a gorilla as well.
Like the cobra, my bite is death.
Right, as I was saying, oh no, it's not dead yet. It's stuck in the fire, is it? It is stuck in the fire. Oh, it's out now. There we go. There we go. Right, as I was saying, this is the food that they will eat, and as the food goes up, it provides better healing. So the best healings per second that you can give them is this food here, Exotic Feast. I can't remember what the numbers are, but it'll give it the best healing per second. But these foods here all give a buff to this growth chance. So you can see that I'm feeding him the grilled steak, and that is giving him a 14% buff to his chance of leveling up vitality. So by default, this guy has got a random 75% vitality. With that buff, it's going to be 89%. So every level that he gets, he's got an 89% chance to increase vitality. He's got a 45% chance to increase agility, a 60% chance to increase strength, and a 65% chance to increase grit. By giving him different foods, and I don't remember what they all are off the top of my head, I know that this one gives a 14% to vitality, and gruel gives a 14% to strength. The first one in their inventory always gives them I think it's a 25 or a 15% boost to weapons, strength weapons. So by feeding them cooked pork grinds, which I could make, because I can make cooked pork grinds in a campfire. I just have to get some raw pork off of the pigs up north. There are other foods such as salted pork, which will give him another 15% increase to strength weapons. You just have to give him one of them, and he will eat that, and it'll give him, I think it's an hour's buff of that. Yakarov says 25, so 25% buff to strength weapons from that. Salted pork will give him another 15%, but I can't make that because that has to be made in a stove, which I can't craft on this challenge. But I can do the cooked pork rinds once we go up and get some raw pork. And I found an elixir of might, which will also give him a 15% buff to strength weapon damage as well. So we'll keep that for boss fights. But each one of them will give a different. I think that's agility, cooked fish. Each one will give either a 14% to a certain thing or a 7% to two things. If that makes any sense. Our Game Labs has been. Oh, you mean you can use the echoes to knock out other dinos? Yes, you can. Sorry. Echo says thanks for doing the Dune series, Anga. Thank you very much for watching. I really enjoy playing Dune. Your throat feels dry. I need some water. Where are we? Over. Do I have? I do have. Drink, drink, drink. Bit far away from water at the moment. Right, fight him. Okay, fight him first. Ian says, actually, I think Jebel Sag is currently running. Jebel Sag. What, you mean the Great Hunt? I don't think so, because if the Great Hunt was running, we would have encountered some werewolves at night time, and we haven't encountered any werewolves at night time.
I will cut your heart out.
I haven't seen anything saying that there is an event on right now. Let's see, what have I missed? Avoid the forge. I pick up weapons to dismantle for obsidian. NPCs by the obsidian forge just melt thralls. They do indeed. Well, all the humans up at the Well of Skelos just melt everybody. They do so much damage, it's just crazy. Here's more. Here's more over here. Game says it's a pain to tame, but useful when you can get it, like Seth Truncheon in Conan. Okay, I see what you mean now. Typically, they're actually not that bad to tame. You just have to be careful, because obviously when you're taming them, they'll be running wild, and you can't control where they're going to run. So if they run into a bad area, you're going to be in trouble. But the actual taming process itself is not too bad. There's the Black Garden, where we could get Black Lotus to make Purple Lotus powder, but we can't because we can't do any crafting. Come on, I need more apes. Pork rinds is a buff to strength and agility damage. Has a confusing name when listed as active in stats. It does agility as well, does it? I've only seen it give a buff for strength. So the best is stake for HP, and then just give them buffs after it'll max level. So it depends what you want them to level. You'll if you had like a really high level thrall, like a Sumerian Berserker or a Delincia Snow Hunter, they start with such high HP that it's maybe not actually that worth buffing their HP anymore, and you could just go and give them gruel, just so they level mostly in strength and do even more damage. It's up to you what you want to. If you had an agility, so strictly speaking, this guy is actually an agility fighter. He started with lots of points in agility. I just don't have any agility weapons to give him, or high level agility weapons to give him. So we're kind of having to level him in strength. But in a normal game, you could level them up in agility. You would probably still want to put a couple of levels, maybe level them up to level 10 on vitality to give them more HP, and then maybe go into agility after that. There's the spitty dudes. You kind of have to. I can't remember what all those different things give, so you kind of have to go at the wiki and check it out and see what you want them to get the biggest bonus in. And of course, it's still just a percentage chance. He could have a 95% chance to level in a stat, and he might still not level it because it's not a 100% chance. Right, what level are you now? You're still level 6. Right, I need to top up my water and my water skin. Oh, I've popped up here. We'll pop in here and see if we can get anything off of these guys. I don't want to go in too deep because there's too many of them, and I don't want to get mobbed. If we could get the odd one on his own. Ickus Dog with the, is that $10 Australian donation? Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Ian said, well, I got attacked by one earlier today and the big blue light is in the sky. Okay, okay, interesting. So maybe it is on. Weird that we haven't seen any werewolves attacking us. And I'm too far away from the... Oh, here we go, he's just popped in. Right. I could be doing with some bits of armour off of these guys as well, actually.
As the stick strikes, so do I.
Right, you got any armour? Got some leg pieces, I'll take that. And the instructions, what's that book for? sleep emote. Right. Blackhand trousers, light armour, so it's slightly better than 1 armour, but not much. And no bonuses. Okay. Oh well. Better than nothing. There's Tarzan. There's Iron Targe.
Set will grant me cunning.
You've got a weapon repair kit. Not quite as good as the advanced weapon repair kit, but we'll take it anyway. Yakarob says, "Anger, name your follower Mark III." Okay. Yeah, didn't really want to name them because I don't know how long he'll last. Mark the Third. There we go. Troy saying the smaller pop-up events around the map are happening, like the Dark Sorcerer at the Mounds and such. Eldani says, when the Dark Dregs ended, I came out of the passage jungle side and it was dark with a lightning storm. So that's the random events that do happen around. That is what Troy's talking about. You get the snake one and the egg one and whatnot. How do you say, Sherry? Just remember though that each thrall has a base percentage increase and savoury flesh gives a percentage of a better chance. It does. But like I said before, these numbers, the growth chance number, are random for every thrall that you get. They'll be different. So the base chance for vitality is 75%. I'm just giving it an extra 14% chance to try and kind of ensure that I get vitality. Right, you are a bearer too.
Watch your flanks.
Don't even have any armour on. You only get 1,300 XP for fighting these people, so it's bad XP, which is why you don't really fight humans. If you want to level up. Scent of Dagon. There's a tent that you could have. There's some more iron arrow, iron weapons. Nothing very exciting. Oh. We've got a couple of people here. And now there's even more people here. Fatality! So he's down to 600 HP. Right, what have we got here? Skelos, rubbish armour, burlap satchels. Let's open that, and we got. Yep, none of that is of any use to us. Another pair of blackhand trousers. Doesn't really help us. Right, I really don't want to go up there yet because there's too many people up there. Oh well. At least I got a pair of light trousers out of it. Gala says, unless you have a beefed up Delencia with momentum if you're lucky. Boba says, I got a Serpent Man event in the Unnamed City a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, you did indeed. It says, have a beer on me. Thank you very much, sir. Right, we need to kind of get back over this direction. Hobo Game, I can't make the agility food cooked fish on a nomad run, right? Need traps. That is correct. I was more just talking about in a general game as opposed to in, yes, you're very limited on a nomad run because you can't catch fish unless you were able to loot some fish out of somebody. Spittity beasts. Go Mark, go get him. Oh, he's not actually healed up yet.
Set with glory in your death.
How's your food? Down to 29. You get 6,000 off of the shoe bills, and they're super easy to fight. Super. It says if we still had Almaria, it would have been fun to sneak in and get the katana. It would have been a nice challenge for this run. Yeah, it would be a bit of a dangerous thing to try. But the old base at Almaria did have a legendary katana sitting in it that you could try. There was a way of sneaking in, grabbing it, and coming back out again. Well, it depends on the percentage chances, but yes, strength for Berserker and Delincia as they start with 30 points in vitality and 15 in strength. Audi says, see, 25% buff for the pork scratching, that's why I love this game. You can get a 35% buff to thirst, so you have to drink more beer in IRL, not in the game. Oh, speaking of hunger, I'm very hungry. There we go. How did I get over here when I needed to be in with the gorillas? Some more birds. There we go. Right, is this the... Oh, out of stamina. I think you have to be level 20 maybe to get the Werehina Knight. I seem to remember it was level 10, and well, we're level 27 now. Yeah, I think it is level 10 before the first Werehina hyena comes. And then once they start coming, they get stronger as you level up. It's maybe, because I know they don't come in certain POIs, it's maybe because we're in the city of Zelha that they haven't come. I kind of thought this would be open enough to have them spawning in. Right, Grey Ape, go and get it. Yakarov says, I usually give Delincia gruel for the first 10 levels. I kind of do it the other way around, because if you're leveling up, I level up HP first, and then if you're leveling up strength, I give them the gruel. And that's because the gruel gives them better healing. So once they're into their higher levels and we're going after things that are a bit harder, the gruel not only gives them more healing but also stacks to 100 instead of 50 like the other food does, so it'll give them better healing for their later levels where they should be fighting harder stuff. Oh, stuck in the wall. There you go. I've gained another level. I've got 6 points to spend. I've had 6 levels that I've gained. Right. So, commanding presence, no. Healthy diet, your active followers gain passive health regeneration when not in combat. Where were we? How do you say? Sherry, the Conan Wiki is a good info resource. It is indeed. Certainly back in the day, especially before the updated journey guide, you pretty much had to look up everything on the wiki. Wasn't clear at all what to do. Beck's going to kill some world bosses for keys, then do the Midnight Grove dungeon. Nice. I do like the Midnight Grove dungeon. It's so pretty. Come here, you. DG Ben, hello, see we're still alive. We are indeed, yeah. That's 8 levels we've got tonight so far.
My bite.
First hour.
Set with glory in your death.
Ian says, Annabriella is a good source for what to feed your employees. Annabriella is a good source of everything. She's very knowledgeable. She's got a lot of hours in this game. Although I'm not sure if I've seen her play Conan much recently. She's not doing Valheim at the moment.
Do I.
The croc has killed the pelican. So it's only fair that we kill the croc. Eldani says, when doing the werewolf a boss fight that was destructible base that got rid of, how can we fight that boss now in Almariah? When doing the werewolves a boss fight was in, oh okay, so the cave for, oh what was it, it's like the 4th champion that was inside the Almariah. It is still there. That cave is still there. You can still get into that cave. It just doesn't have the Almariah building round about it anymore. That's now the Dogs of the Desert camp.
Set will grant me.
But the entrance to the cave is still there. So you can still go and get that in order to get the 4th champion in order to fight the actual boss.
I will cut your heart out. Set will grant me cunning.
Zombie Reagan says Almariah was cool for the early game Musashi, but getting 70 frames per second was not optimum. Yes, it was not very well optimized. It was literally a giant built base. Just that the player happened to be one of the devs at Funcom. So the amount of pieces and people inside that base was incredible. So yeah, it had a lot of people had a lot of issues with frame rate in there, which is the main reason why they took it away. But they kept the ones in Sipta because the Sipta ones are smaller and therefore not as laggy. How do you say? But think about, as far as legendary chests go, you get more bang for your keys at the War Makers. But just because there's more, is there what, 6 chests there? 8 chests there? I think it's 6, isn't it? What was saying, the Sacred Hunt, Hyena Ball is still in the cave under where Almariah used to be. Yes, it is, yes. Level 7 now. There's your food now. Back to 18 again. My god. Going to have to go make some more food for him. He's burning. Obviously he's taking a lot of damage, so therefore he's healing up by eating the food. How much did we get? Only got 32 from that. Let's get some more meat. There we go. Get some more meats from this one too. Missed them. Right, how are we for wood? We've got 38 wood. Let's stick the campfire down. Oh, building is not allowed here. Of course it's not. We'll have to go down by the river. Get some more meat. Fine. Right, we should be able to build around here somewhere. Like there. Put wood in, put meat in, and go cook. And throw that away and throw that away. Okay, and go back to chat. Where were we? Audi says, Beck, just give the champion a wild berth if you're nomad. Too risky, another bad decision of mine. I would never go into the Warmaker Sanctuary on a nomad run. Not a chance. PGB says, oh, the first time I played Conan I almost gave up because I was so lost at what to do. A lot of people, I've had so many comments when I did that very first beginner's guide. I had so many comments of people who watched that guide and started playing the game again by saying that they started playing it, got totally confused, wasn't sure what to do, and they basically logged out and left. And the beginner's guide gave them a help, which is something I was very chuffed with. Obviously you've got the journey system now, which kinda is a lot better for guiding you through the game mechanics, but the fact that it fills in some things automatically and doesn't fill in things and you have to do them multiple times does confuse people quite a bit still. It's still not perfect. John says, Anger, I made my friend. How are you doing, sir? I am very well, John, thank you. How are you? Gamer says, if all else fails, go to YouTube. Bound to be a guide out there somewhere, and probably from one of us lot. That is very true, Gamer, yes. If there's something to be done, we've probably made a video on it. Yakarov says, Annabelle has been playing Valheim, and I think she was on holiday recently. Ah, okay. When I first spent hundreds of hours just building things, thinking that was it. I see. Now, I think we spoke about last week, the person that taught me most about how to do it is watching Firespark81 videos. He did a lot of videos explaining the system. I don't know if it was explaining the systems, but playing through the game, particularly on low level characters, and kind of explaining things, how to do things and where to go for stuff. And that's what taught me a lot of the stuff. And a mixture of that and looking stuff up on the wiki. A lot of looking stuff up on the wiki. Eldani92 says, do you know if they're going to have drops in this game anytime soon? Drops as in Twitch drops? Possibly. I don't know. We don't really get to hear about Twitch drops until basically they're a way to come out. Usually if there's some kind of big event happening or something happening around the game is when they'll do Twitch drops to help advertise it. But possibly. I'm nowhere near ready for that dungeon yet. I do suspect to think about. Game, I can see that. Probably you'd have to build more, but I kept getting stuck on things like how do I make steel. A prime example. That when you create your first forge, it shows you in, like if we go to here, nope, go to here, it shows you here, like in the forge, it would show fuel plus ironstone, hit play button equals iron bars. But there was no way to teach you how to make steel, so how would you know that you have to get brimstone and tar and make steel fire with them and then put them in a furnace with iron bars to make steel bars? If you didn't go to the wiki or YouTube, how would you know that? So now you've obviously got a steelsmith journey step that teaches you that now, but it was difficult back in the day. Yakarov says, I'm doing the Warmakers next. I need more skeleton keys. Sheriff says, Warmaker has 7 chests, one, oh of course the one in the Undead Dragon Room, yes, 6 at the end and 1 in the Undead Dragon Room, yes. Gamer says, a massive Hark base showed up by my base in Eastern Shield Wall. It's literally slow-mo when I get near it. In June. That is why when people ask to come to play on my servers, I always say to them, here's the details. All I ask is, don't be a dick, be nice to people, And if you're building a massive base, don't build it within render range of another player's base because of the lag issues. 6 chests in boss room and 1 undead dragon, says Game Labs. Yep. At least unalive dragon gives you a key. Howdy says, BG Ben, this is why we have anger. It was his videos that made me go back on PC. Alright, cool. PG Ben says 70% of the bases on my June server are just gone. Also need to rebuild my base. And June, I didn't really understand what I needed. Gamer says, well, Anger, 5 hours into the challenge and still alive. GG, yep, and level 28. Corbin's been playing on an official PvEC server on PlayStation lately. Just got to the Mounds of the Dead and it's a city of player bases. I'm pretty sure I'm getting like 15 frames, oh dear. I also got a key from the Yeti boss. Andreas Mayer, crazy designer. Can I get to the map you are on from the regular map on Conan Exiles? This is the regular map of Conan Exiles. This is the bog standard Conan Exiles map. I have just went over to the east into the jungle area at Zelha. So yes, you definitely can. Audi says he got bored with June. Think the loot chests don't help. Global Gamer PJ just made the move from Vermilius Gap to the shield wall. Such a pain. I've had quite a few comments about people doing that, and I think so. I moved all my stuff up to the eastern shield wall, and I did it in 4 trips of the buggy, but people like Hobo and these other people have got much more established bases down in the lower region, so you had a lot more stuff to transport. So I think my slowness is what helped me. Nope, I want to pick that up, and I want to give you more food. Of more food. Right, let's keep going. Any more primates around? John says, I missed your last 2 live streams and finally caught you live. I work as a security supervisor and work 12 hours on weekend days. Oh dear. I've been busy, but I love getting to break to watch your live stream. Thank you, John. Sounded nice of you. Yeah, this is the 3rd episode of this Hardcore Nomad challenge. So if you missed the previous 2, we're on episode 3 now. Trying to survive. Oh, I heard a growl there, but I don't know where it came from. Down you go. Oh, somebody running behind us. Boom. I gained a level again. Another 4 points. God, we're getting loads of XP here. Right, let's put another 4. If we could get that up to the 20 point mark and give them the plus 20 bonus, we'll be... Oh! They just spawned in. You see them just spawn in, like pretty much together. 138 damage. There you go. PG Ben says, I'm just finishing the 2nd DLC. I'm mostly in log on once every couple of weeks to keep the base running. But yeah, the end game is really boring. I'm still quite a bit from the end game yet. So slow. But then I'm not playing it that much because I'm putting out 2 videos a week, so I'm kind of basically playing 2 hours a week, which is why I'm so far behind so many people. Use Barbarian says a more in-depth menu in the benches would help with crafting. Some benches are better than others. I agree. I'll do 6 at the end, and I think 1 with the Undead Dragon and 1 with the Ice Wall Yeti. Andreas Mayer saying, oh, thanks, never seen this, you've never been here before. So you have to come here, because one of the bosses is in there, the Witch Queen that you have to defeat to get an artifact from. That's the Palace of the Witch Queen, right there. Which I think is the 3rd boss that you're supposed to fight. No, second boss. You'll fight the dregs to get the staff, and then I think that sends you to the library, and then the staff then I think takes you up to the Barrow King next, and then you go to the Witch Queen, which is all the way on the other side of the map over here in the Palace of the Witch Queen. Oh, they're all just popping in now. The respawns are kicking in. Game Lab says, Anger, the reason I'm trying the challenge, I've never done it, so I thought it would be good to show the console version of it. Cool. Yeah, so Game Labs is going to do this very same challenge on Tuesday. He's got to start the challenge at 7 PM UK time on his channel. He plays on PlayStation. Right, they haven't respawned. This one I missed last time.
I will touch your heart.
There goes. There's the boat that takes you to the sunken city dungeon. Learn the ore off of that. That's another entrance into the Palace of the Witch Queen. Right, maybe we should head to... Maybe we should head to see if we can get some bits of armour now. Do you have to get the staff in this challenge? No, you don't. The staff is not a requirement. Staff just gives you clues where to get all the parts from. But you don't actually need the staff in order to actually complete the game and craft the keystone. You can just go and get the artifacts and do it yourself if you know where they are. However, I think we will probably at some point, we'll feel weak with hunger, really. We might well do the dregs just to see, but we'll obviously have to get some keys first. We'll have to be high enough level we can get some skeleton keys, and then we'll do the dregs to see if we can get some nice legendary weapons. Right, take a drink. Did I ever fill up my water skin? I did. Right, I think if we work our way up here, we'll start encountering some Lemurians. I hear a Lemurian shouting at me. Oh, and they're shooting arrows. No, I don't want you to go crazy. Right. You can get that one though. Other two are come. Oh, I haven't got my shield up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Heal. Come on. Both archers. You getting stuck over there. Come over here. Right, now go get them. Crippled.
Like the cobra, exile. My bite is death.
Oh, and they all fell down. Right, so But a light chest piece, better than nothing. Because I don't have a chest piece at the moment. Another one, that one has got 88, that one has got 58. A Falcata does 30 damage. We'll take the Falcata just to keep with us. Take some more gold coins. That Falcata has got 163, that one's 200. And rubbish stuff. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Although it's nothing very much, it's better than what he has. I'll put that on. I remember these guys had the Lemurian armour on, not the light armour. Yeah, these are all wearing just normal light armour. Out. Let me see. I've still got battle music. Light gloves, again, not the greatest, but better than nothing. I think the hardest thing would be trouble adapting to with a Nomad run would be grabbing loot. I'm very much a loot goblin, especially in the early games, as PG Ben. Go kill the demonic spider, I'm sure Troy would like to join. How do PG, what annoys me is that pretty much every chest in the game, in each region, you get this here, you get that there. At least Conan mixes it up. Ah, okay, I see you're talking about June. Oh, there's the camp up there. I was thinking there's a camp round the back, but it's up there. Up here. Come in. Let me see. Bobo was saying, how do you have to go to specific regions for all types of stuff like rate amplifiers, the Hagar Reft, or Diamantian Dust and Ms. Tyrrell? Yes. How do you saying, IRL, being a guitarist, I cannot throw away any sort of lead or cable. Orban says, Ickis, depending on your ISP and home network, GeForce Now could be an option. I'm not a big on cloud gaming, but when I tried it last year, it worked really well. That's not something I've ever tried, I have to say. Take the boat to the sunken city, they have the heavy stuff. I think, says Troy. Can you come straight back again? I know you take the boat to the sunken city, you get to the island bit before you dive in to get the... to go down into the what, but can you come straight back again? Because that's something that I've never done. Yes, he says. Well, maybe we'll have to try that then. What have we got here? 2 people. You've got a mace. I would really like that mace. Boots. Oh, look at that. Piece of heavy armour, but they've already got heavy armour. Let me see, that gives strength damage though, so 113, and that is 100, okay. So that's better for you, and also does more damage for you. Have some boots. Right, you've got armour now, but it's all light armour. Which is not brilliant. Any chests around here to loot? Nope. I could put the heavy tassa on instead of that. Chuck that away, chuck that away, chuck that away, chuck that away, chuck that away. Okay, we're good. There is the man himself, Sesame Street Fighter. The man who organised this whole challenge from the start. And Yanni Panker too. Good evening, both of you. Roland says you can go to new regions whenever you want, just like Conan. You just have to be careful, just like going against Nordheimers at low level. Yes, in June. I'm way down the wrong way. Yeah, you can go into all the different regions, but obviously as you go into the higher regions, the guys hit harder, do more damage. Right. Remember there was guys over here. There's not. There's a gamp over this way though. Cook and a pokey stick guy.
Like the cobra.
Down you go. Nothing on you. And that is just a weapon repair kit. Alright. Another sorcerer. What have you got? You have sandals, which are rubbish, and a burlap satchel. Never noticed whether I've got any more pouches. Right, it gets a bit more crazy in there. Can you get out of my way? Try and ease our way in. Longsword, no thank you. Come on, you coming out. Come on, out you come. Pagoda of Boundless Lust. Right, looks like we're going to have to go in. Pull a bunch of people. Oh, maybe not. To be honest, it doesn't look like it's worthwhile going in there because it doesn't look like they're going to have anything worth having at all. Take that Falcata and go and have a look. Oh, that's disappointing. I remembered that the people here used to wear the Lemurian armour and used to be able to get it. They must have changed that, have they? That is disappointing. Right, well maybe you have to get a bit more levels on them because those people at the Sunken City are going to be a lot harder to fight. Or maybe take them back and at least get them into medium armour. Let's see what we've got chat happening here. How you liking the challenge, Anchor? You've already beat it, but I know you're doing it without obelisks. So far, so good. Not any real problems this time. You weren't here earlier, Sesame, but I went and got the gold coins from the chests here, and I bought more fighters from Flotsam and on. So I think last week we bought 2 fighters, and both were Mark II. I bought 3 more fighters, so on the 5th fighter I got a Mark III. So he's not leveling up that great. He's only getting a small handful of HP with each level. But yeah, we're doing okay. We haven't really got into any sticky situations so far this week. Let me see, where else are we? Ian saying, "Hi Sesame, how's the king of the spear wielding cool people?" Johnny says, "Funny, I was at home at 6 p.m. and still missed the stream." Dope. Borba says, "That said, seems like Funcom are working hard at getting Dune out on consoles ASAP. Joel said recently that he's seen it running on a PS5. Nice. Game Loves, what a great bunch of people we have here. To quote Anger's words, the best community on YouTube. I think so. I think so. But so little drama and so friendly, knowledgeable people helping people out. Fantastic. Go to the mounds for armour. Yeah, right. Not quite yet. We have to build up to that, mate. Jeremy says, I used to farm epic Lemurian here every time. That's sad if it's straight. Yeah, so I'm not seeing things, or was seeing things, that definitely used to be epic Lemurian armour here. Because I think you only got epic stuff. And
Like the cobra, excellent. My bite is death.
but not anymore. We've gained a level. Another level closer to that 20 points in authority in the well-trained buff. Oh, what's that? Level 30. We've hit level 30.
Set will grant me cunning.
Bonk. John says, Anger my friend, unfortunately I have to get back to work. Much love from Tennessee in the US. Hope the stream goes well today, sir. Have a fantastic week. Thank you, John. You have a great time at work, and have a great week, and hopefully see you back here next week. Boom. Here's Lu Fei. We'll never be able to get Lu Fei because he needs blood as his first thing to do. I think everything else that is part of his quest chain would be totally doable on a Nomad run, apart from the blood in a flask. Sacrificial blood in a flask. Yeah, so I'll have to work out where we're going to go and get what armour progression will we do for him. Let's see. Yanni's just transported for the first time. Oh, it just jumped up. Where did that go? Where did it go? Yanni said, I'm playing Dune right now, that's why I'm late. Transported for the first time loot of Jasmine from my assault. So Jasmine, that's in the radiation zone, isn't it? Music is still awesome. It is indeed. And then Hobos has got the mounds, and I said no. John's away back to work. And John Van Antwerp says, in the deep desert I can get everything I need within 10 clicks of the entrance, several spice fields, at least one large one, all the ore I need, so I haven't had trouble travelling around. That was the changes they made to kind of reduce the reliance on PvP, wasn't it? Take him out. Claudio saying you can't get Lemurian gear from here now, can you? It doesn't appear so, sadly. This says, I beat my Series 5 with a Tier 3 Flotsam Thrall. He's a legend, still in the volcano after I escaped Exiled Lands. Just left him behind in the volcano. So it is doable with a tier 3 Flotsam Thrall then. Suppose it's going to make, what's going to make the big thing is what perks that he gets at level 10, 15 and 20. But what could happen is we can use this guy to get jailer keys and then get a higher level thrall out of cages. That is always a possibility. Who's that one?
Set will grant me cunning. Set will glory in your death.
Yeah, that's all the mump there. Gameland said, it's funny how he keeps saying, I will cut your heart out, and he's using a hammer. That is true. Enog says, Sesame, I've made a load of shout-outs to you in my Sipta and Exile Land videos. Well deserved it is too. Eldani says, Freya bugged out on me. We were supposed to hunt those animals, but when I go back to her hut, she always says the same thing. It's been months, I can't remember. A short sentence. Oh dear. That's not so good. My axe is starting to get rather low. I won't use a repair kit on it until the very last moment. Oh, stamina. Travrock 13. Hey buddy, I think you're awesome. Thank you very much. I think you're awesome too. Welcome to the live stream. Great to see you. John says, I started working towards getting Freya before I had to set it aside for a while. Freya is my main companion on my regular runs. You going warp? No, I think I'm going to go well trained. I think having one really strong, or the plus 20 points from well trained to make them even stronger is probably going to be better for me than having 2 followers. I think. Audu saying, I can't believe how well behaved my Neve is being. I've just got my pizza crusts on my leg and her face is like 3 inches from the plate, but she isn't trying to steal them. Nothing like Finn was. If people don't know, Neve is a dog. Ben says, John Antler, it really depends on the server. I have a bunch of gankers on my server, so everything has to be built in the PvP area away from the big fields.
As the snake strikes, so do I.
Anger, you're going full grit, right? Well, I'm not at the moment. I'm trying to get up to the 20 in authority. I haven't really decided what I'm going to be doing for the other stats yet. Bonk. There you go. Certainly the 10 points in stamina would be helpful at the moment, and grit at the moment, so I can get faster regen. I think, isn't it? Yeah. Endurance, your stamina regen's 20% faster. 1 more point in authority. John says, I stay in PvE unless I want to hit a major field, which being solo is more convenient than a necessity. Peter says, this is a great stream, sir. Thank you very much. A Dusty Boy, War Party versus Well Trained is always a hard choice. Yeah, I always used to go War Party. And then, I think it was when I was testing out... Oh, what thrall was it I was testing out? Might have been the Cannibal Brute. When I was testing out the Cannibal Brute, I went full into Well Trained and thought, oh, this is so good. And I've kind of went Well Trained ever since. Sesame says, I don't trust the lava and thralls, so that's why I left mine in the tunnel. I went full grit first, then vitality, then authority, and was successful. Grit is way more important for me early on. Kevin says, the dregs have a special event. It can be... The dregs have a special event. It can be... So the Dark Dregs event is finished, Kevin. That finished a couple of weeks ago now. So until that returns, it's back to the normal dregs again. Sesame also ended his run at 48, so it's possible to win before level 50. Nice. Why aren't we even seeing any One Skull shoe bills? Mark Santos is here. Hey Mark, how are you? Good to see you. Hey gorilla. Oh, we could have. Where are you running to stroke from? Take him out. Come on, gorilla. Come at me, bro. Grey ape appeared out of the bushes.
As the snake strikes, so do I.
So do I. PG Ben says, I use War Party in later game when I'm trying to level up multiple followers. It is useful for that, that's for sure. Otherwise I use Well Trained. Hobo says, I like 5 strength, 15 vitality, 20 authority, Well Trained, 15 grit and 5 XP. Mark saying, happy Sunday, just dropping in to say hi and you all have an awesome day. Cheers. Thank you, Mark. Thanks for popping by. Because dog goes Well Trained himself too. Here's a chest. Yeah, I have been in here. I'm assuming there was nothing exciting in that chest because it's a wooden chest. Gained another level. Oh, food! Gruel, mixed meat, seed soup, spice steak, and grilled steak. Okay. Not particularly useful food, but food nonetheless. How's your food doing? You're doing okay. Pop you up. Just give you all of that. Yeah, I guess we could head over to the Witch Queen because there's silverbacks over there, isn't there? And also potentially a bloodstone golem. Might be some decent XP off of that.
As the snake strikes, so do I.
Speaking of food, eat some. It says, remember, per my rules, if thralls die, start over, so well trained is the way. Hobo Gamer says, I'm listening to stream while farming aluminium in June. Keep thinking, why is there a gorilla here? I get that as well. When you're either, if you're playing the same game as you're watching, you hear the game being, like people fighting in the game, and go, oh, there's monsters here. Or if you're playing a different game, then you get confused by the fighting noises. Vicente Lopez, hello. I tried 3 times to do the Nomad last week, but died around level 20 each time. Need to change my strategy a bit. Yeah, it sounds like you're going a little bit gung-ho. Maybe you need to get leveled up a bit. Did you get as far as getting yourself a friend? Get yourself some gold coins and go shopping for a friend? Andreas says, just today I had a bug where a spider boss in the dregs somehow doubled himself and I got double loot. Don't know how this happened though. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's head up here. If we had some better armour, we could actually go and do the Witch Queen, but I'm just not quite keen to take him in there wearing light armour. Down you go. Follower leveled up again, level 9. Right, there's a silverback. Let's see what XP you get from a silverback. Well, says I go well trained as they will be better trained than their master. That's for sure. Oh, is this a bug guy? Oh no, here we go.
Set glory in your death.
Let's see what XP we get. 12,266. Oh, that's a 1 skull. 23,256 for a 1 skull. Nice. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Mark, are you going to do any fighting at all? As I slowly wait for my stamina to return. On. This area is so buggy. Quite often those silverbacks are bugged and like Mark's just not doing any fighting. Let's see, where are we? Well, Danny says, in my current playthrough I only put 10 points into authority to give them the second perk. I'm being greedy and want myself to be stronger. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's just not a playstyle I can cope with. I have always got to have 20 points in authority and have the best thralls possible. Because they're so much better than me. To be honest, I must actually should try that, because I've never actually made myself the strong one. Food and drink. See how much damage I can do, but yeah. I've pretty much played this game all the time, requiring followers to do the heavy lifting for me, so it would be a hell of a change for me to swap that play style. Sesame says, Vicente, oh, let me know if you need advice. I have the server to trace. So, Vicente, Sesame is the person who came up with the whole Nomad challenge. It's his Nomad challenge. He is the expert at it. He's got many YouTube series of him trying the Nomad challenge, and he will quite happily train you with servers that we can go on together, and he will come on and train you in the art of the Nomad challenge, because he's such a nice guy. I hear a really loud screaming. Oh, is that just you?
Set will grant me cunning. I will cut your heart out.
Another one incoming.
Set will glory in your death. Like the Conan Exile, my bite is death.
Audu says, I don't think there's a massive difference between well-trained and War Party, really. I'm sure I saw a video on it, and War Party on average does less damage and balance of time taken to level 2 thralls. I think, was it Firespark that did it, or it might have been Whack, did videos when that option first came along of fighting bosses with 2 thralls in War Party or 1 in well trained, and I think they were very, very close. But I've found I get on better with having the strongest thrall possible. Someone went into proper mathematical detail. Sesame says, I like to running into full camps and see if I can survive and get the thrall out alive. A Dusty Boy says, would love this. Shame you can't do multiple single player games to try new Nomad runs at the same time. Well, you could back up your, if you're on PC, you could back up your save game at various points and try different techniques and stuff. It's not quite as easy as picking another save game from a UI, but you can go in and rename your saved folder if you're on PC. Obviously that doesn't work if you're on console. Go down here. There's a chance for a blood golem to spawn in that corner. Splash. Here, you are here. Let's see if it's here. It is! See how much XP you get from killing one of these, if you're not stuck underneath it. Really? Why is he looking up instead of fighting it there? My axe is almost broken. Come on, fight him, fight him. I'm going to do very little damage to him. Oh, me. Wonder... Oh, I won't be able to pull him up the stairs, because... Will I? Oh, there we go. We're in a non... Oh, and now he's running back. Right, come here, come here, come here, come here. Right. Give me that. And you have that. Right, let me try this. Oh. Stamina. In the water. Has he even got a health bar? He doesn't even have a health bar. Okay, that's a waste of time. That's bugged out. Forget that. Whoa, anger without a shield. Let's go. Yeah. Is he got to come? It says I'm doing damage, but he doesn't have a health bar. Am I actually doing damage to him? Running back again. Nah, that's bugged. That's bugged. Forget that. Right, come on. Let's get out of here. Come on, Mark. Up you come. Right, here. You can have that back, and I'll hold my axe back, and guess it's time to put an advanced weapon repair kit on it. It's all the way up, apart from that little red bit of durability loss. You can just see that tiny little, and the better the repair kit, the less durability loss it takes. Okay. Right, it is 4 minutes to 10, so I think we'll call it there. We'll get out of here. We'll get out of here first. We'll fight our way out. Get ourselves to a safe place to log out. Where's all the grey apes? There they are. They're heading off. They're finished work for the day. You go, what is he, still level 9, got one more level to get to his first perk. Let's head down south. Take him out. Take you out. Come on. Get to the coast where we get a safe place to log out. Actually, maybe that's not that safe. Over there will be safe enough, though. Out of it, bird. Right, there we go. We should be in a safe place here. We can log out here. Right, that's going to do it for today. We are level 33. Let me just check. Oh, no it's not. We're level... Ooh, 2 points away from 12. We're level 33. That bird is just watching. Oh, you're a one skull. Thank you. Mark is level 9, he's almost level 10. I'm going to have a guess, not a guess, I'm going to have a look around and see where I'm going to get my armour from, my next level of armour. I need to get some better armour for Mark, so we can actually start doing some proper stuff, taking on some actual bosses for some pieces. Rue says that also happens with... Yeah, I've seen the silverbacks. They get bugged out as well. No health bar. Sesame says I'm on Anger's Discord. If anybody wants no more training, there you go. You can just DM Sesame, and he can sort you out. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you everybody who's joined us on stream tonight. Everybody who's put in the comments. Great to see you all chatting away. Anybody who's lurking in the background, it's great to see you here too, and anybody who's watching it in the future. I'm stealing all this from Six Badges now, haven't I? But yeah, thanks everybody for coming along. Iggus Dog, thank you for the donation, much appreciated. Everybody have a great what's left of your weekend. Have a great week going forward. I actually won't be here next Sunday. I'm away down to Glasgow for the Scotland game next Sunday again. I've got to go down on Thursday and then back again on Sunday. I won't be here next Sunday, so it'll be the week after that before we're back doing streams again on a Sunday evening. So thanks everybody for watching. Have a great weekend. Have a great week coming forward, and I'll see you next time. See you, folks.